Oh, I've got to be really careful where I go here. I've just lost a welly and now I've got one wet foot. I've got my welly back though, that's a good thing. Okay, so at last we've got normal weather. But first things first, I'm on Skye. It's my first outing in a couple of weeks, and since my last outing, last night when I checked, I were at 99 subscribers. I'm almost at the big 100. So thank you straight off the bat to everybody that's subscribed recently. It really is very much appreciated. So yeah, I am on Skye. It's been a troublesome few days since we arrived on Wednesday. It's now New Year's Eve. Since we arrived, it's never stopped raining. It's not just rain, but cold with it as well. No chance of getting the camera out, no colour in the sky, no nothing. We took a trip to Raasay yesterday on the ferry. Had a ride around Raasay. Not that there's much to see. We were hoping that the distillery were going to be open, but that were closed to try and get a cup of coffee. But not much at all to do. I did get one shot. I'm hoping that that's turned out pretty well, but other than that I've got no photography done at all. But like I said, it is now New Year's Eve and I am in Sligachan. I think it's Sligachan. I'm in the Sligachan area anyway. The hotel's just over here behind me, and it is absolutely stunning. It's been a nice crisp frosty morning. It's actually snowed quite heavily overnight. So I'm here. I've got a few shots on my way here, but I'm at this Sligachan to try and get a photograph of the cottage that's away there in the distance. I don't know if you can see that. It's tucked in, nestled in amongst all these mountains. It's absolutely beautiful, it is. I'm on with a 5-shot bracketed pano. But just before I take the last 3 shots, I'm just waiting for the sun to go behind either the Cullins over here behind me or behind a cloud. It's just a little bit bright for the last 3 shots. So I'm going to give it 5 minutes. I'm going to see if it dips away behind that cloud, and then I'm going to get the last 3 bracketed images for this 5-shot pano, and hopefully, fingers crossed, because I haven't had much luck since I've been here at all, that this turns out pretty well. Also, I've gone Sony. Okay, now I don't know whether you can see that. Yeah, I've gone for the Sony A7 IV. On the camera at the minute, I've got the Sony 70-200 f4. I'm hoping that's going to be long enough because I had the 70-300 Canon. So I hope that's going to be long enough. But we shall see. And in my bag I've got the Sony 16-35 f2.8 that I'm hoping is going to cover a broad spectrum of photography. So yeah, I've upgraded, and so far, but it's the first outing, it's the first time I've used it, so I can't really comment on it, but hopefully so far so good. So I've just got to mention Debbie because she's there behind. I don't know whether you can see her waiting patiently. I know she gets a bit fed up. I just keep stopping and randomly jumping out of the car, and I have been randomly jumping out of the car, just taking phone shots of stuff that I thought might look interesting. But today we're able to get out. I'm able to get some photography done, get some fresh air instead of just, because we've come to Skye, we wanted to be out, and all we've done is we sat in a pub most of, what are we on now? Saturday, most of Thursday afternoon. Yesterday we went to Skye, got absolutely drenched to Raasay, but today it's like a different world. It's beautiful. So we've got snow-capped peaks all around. Look, I don't know whether you can see the snow blowing off that peak there. I do know the name of it, I just can't pronounce it, so I'll put it as a subtitle. And then we've got peaks all around. In front we've got the Cullins, I think, over here, just waiting for that sun to go behind them. But it's lovely. It's nice to be out. Right, so that's enough for Sligachan for now. I might well come back. I haven't actually photographed that cottage before. I've done waterfalls and Sligachan Bridge, but I've not actually photographed that beautiful little cottage. But I know Debbie is chomping at the bit, excuse me. She's chomping at the bit to go for a cup of coffee. So I am just making my way back now, a slightly different way to what I came, because like I said, I lost a welly, I've got a wet sock, I have got a spare sock, well I've got a spare pair. Who carries one spare sock? And I'm going to change him in the car, but I'm just really carefully trying to make my way back because it's difficult to see. Ooh, like I said, it's difficult to see what's actually under the snow, and Debbie's looking as if to say, I don't know whether you could see it there, what is he doing? I'm going to have to go a different way. But yeah, I'm almost, this is it, this is the way, a bit of a path here, I'm almost at the road. I think we're going to Broadford and to the coffee bothy. So a cup of coffee and a slice of cake, she says. So yeah. Oh, hot toddy. But yeah, that's it from Sligachan. Next stop, I think, after the coffee bothy, Elgol. Okay, so that should be nice. See you soon. So I hope you can hear me. That's been a bit of a mad dash really, after we had the coffee and cake at the coffee bothy in Broadford, to get to Elgol, single track road, stopping and starting, lots of passing places, and I've took a few shots on the way here. It's taken a little bit longer than I'd planned. I got a few handheld shots, and I've just managed to catch the last of the sun going down and setting over to the west. I've just got the last light on the Cullins, a little bit late, but just I've got a little bit of pink in the on the peak of that mountain there, and there is some light on the rest of the Cullins, but I'm about 5 minutes too late. So it's been, like I said, a bit of a mad dash, but I've got something. Every time I seem to come here, I go away with nothing. The last time we were here in February, I got set up and realised that through no fault of my own, my card had corrupted, and everything that I took I actually lost. Just goes to show that I should have had 2 cards in the camera, but there you go, I didn't. So yeah, every time I seem to come here I go away empty-handed, and it's a pano that I'm after, which is why I've still got the 70 to 200 on the front of the camera. I'm trying to zoom in on the coolings and have obviously some water in between, and then the rocks in the foreground. As a pano, I like a pano. So whether it turns out or not, I'm not sure, because to be absolutely honest with you, I'm still getting used to the camera. It's a lot more technical than what I'm used to. There's a lot more functions on it. I'm using things like focus peaking, manually focusing and using focus peaking and such like. So you know, I'm trying it, and if they don't turn out, then I'm going to obviously have to do a little bit more revision and practice a little bit more. So to be honest, I've got some in manual focus and I've got some auto focus, just to hedge my bets a little bit, but we shall see. So yeah, Elgol. I'm going to have a little bit of a walk from here, and I'm going to see if I can find a different composition, but I'm losing the light rapidly now. The sun, let me just stand up. Okay, so the sun, you can just about see, is still illuminating the clouds on the peak over there. But I think what I'll do, because we're coming in this relatively in this direction tomorrow anyway. Debbie wants to go and try and find sea otters, and they're apparently at Broadford, or there is the possibility of seeing them at Broadford. So while we're there, we're going to make sure we get there early, and then I'm going to race back here and try and hopefully get a little bit more time to find a few more compositions and catch a little bit more of that golden light on that peak over there. So yeah, we're all fired up. That coffee and that massive slice of toffee cake, because it is what I had, it's proper fired me up. Good, actually, well priced as well. It was £16 for 2 big slices of coffee, cake, and 2 large cups of coffee, which I don't think is bad if you consider that cake might be a £5 a slice, and then £3.50 for each coffee. Actually not that bad. The coffee bothy at Broadford, I can highly recommend it. So I think that's about it from me from here for today. If I do come back tomorrow, I don't think I'm going to record it. I'm just going to come, set up, get a few photographs. So what I will do is I will show you the photographs that I've taken tonight and the images that I've taken on the way here, and if I do come back tomorrow, I will show you those as a little add-on to the video, to the vlog. So I think that is it from me for today. A nice morning, a couple of hours at Sligachan, a cup of coffee in the coffee bothy, a bit of a mad dash to get over to Elgol here, and a couple of photographs on the way, and hopefully a pano or 2 as well while I've been here. But tonight it's all about Hogmanay. We are staying in Portree, and there are lots of activities for tonight. There is a pipe band, there are bands, there's lots of food and drink and celebrations to be had. So that's it from me for today. I'm going to make my way back steadily from here now, back over to Portree. So I will see you on the next adventure. Goodbye. Thank you very much.
Portree.